Ayla Gazzardo in her first season at McNeese, her 9th season overall, 123 wins, 105 losses during her previous time at Southeastern Louisiana. Starting at forward, a 6-foot senior from Round Rock, Texas, Lexi Alexander, transfer from CELAC. Scored 9 points, had 7 rebounds in the opening day win on Monday against Pensacola Christian. At guard, a 5'5 senior from Springfield, Louisiana. Once again, a Southeastern Louisiana transfer, Jalencia Pierre, 4 points, 2 rebounds per game for her. Again, just off that one game on Monday. Then at guard, a 5'5 grad student from Meridian, Mississippi, Ariana Patton. Patton scored 19 points, a game high against Pensacola Christian. She is also a transfer from Southeastern Louisiana. Starting at guard, a 5'8 senior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Sela transfer, Alasia Washington. Washington had 10 points, 1 rebound last time out. And then at forward, a 5'11 freshman from Shreveport, Louisiana. Again, one player not from Southeastern Louisiana is in the starting lineup for Coach Gazzardo. That is Dakota Howard. Howard, productive game, 14 points, 6 rebounds with 6 of 9 from the floor on Monday in that win over Pensacola Christian, which again, the final score was rather lopsided. 100-38 was the final score last time out. Ayla Gazzardo, as I mentioned, her first season at McNeese. She is assisted by Kenneth Lee Jr., Reneka Robertson, and Haley Giartano. The athletic trainer is Tiffany Frizzell. Before we take a look at the starting lineup for the Alabama Crimson Tide, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. And welcome back inside Coleman Coliseum on the campus of the University of Alabama here in Tuscaloosa. Roger Hoover with you from the basketball booth. Please be joined by Jerry Kelly, Cody Mackey back at our Learfield studios, and then Ethan Carabin is producing our basketball booth cam as well. Hello to everyone watching the booth cam, available on all CTSN social media platforms at UA_CTSN. Starting lineups for the Alabama Crimson Tide, off to a 1-0 start after the win on Monday against Stetson. At guard, a 6-foot senior from Clarksville, Tennessee, Middle Tennessee transfer, Tamia Scott, 12 points, 6 rebounds in that win on Monday. At point guard, a 5'9 junior from Lilburn, Georgia, Diana Collins. Collins, 12 points, 5 rebounds on Monday. Also at forward, a 6'4 junior from Valdosta, Georgia, Essence Cody. Cody, foul trouble on Monday, but 12 points, 4 rebounds in that contest for her. Starting at guard, a 5'11 senior from Loretto, Tennessee, Carly Weathers. Weathers led the way with 7 rebounds for Alabama on Monday, also pitched in 11 points. And then at guard, a 5'8 redshirt senior from Charlotte, North Carolina, NC State transfer Jessica Timmons. Timmons, the top scorer, averaging 21 points per game, 3 rebounds per contest. Christy Curry, the head coach here at Alabama, now in her 13th season, her 27th season overall, as she has guided Alabama to 4 straight 20-win seasons. She is assisted by Brooks Donald-Williams, Kelly Curry, Tennille Adams, Sydney Ann Cottrell, and Chelsea Dungy Artberry. Director of Operations is Brian Johnson. The athletic trainer is Alicia Frisbee. Strength and conditioning coach Kevin Markle. Sports information, Anna Nobles. Our officials for tonight's game, Joseph Vasily along with Sarah Williams and Daniel Drake, all wearing the gray shirts with the black shoulders, white pinstripes on the gray shirts, black slacks and black shoes for tonight. Alabama in the home white uniforms with crimson numerals on the front and back. Alabama across the front in crimson. Meanwhile, for McNeese, royal blue uniforms with gold numerals with white trim, and McNeese across the front for all of the Cowgirls. Alabama has never lost to McNeese. Perfect 4-0. Hopefully it'll get to 5-0 by the time we say goodnight from Tuscaloosa. Cody in center circle against Dakota Howard in the opening tap, controlled in the backcourt by Alabama, and Alabama starts the game with the basketball. Crimson Tide on the right goal. It'll be McNeese on the left as a quick layup is up and no good from Cody, but she brings in her own miss, puts it back up and in, and Alabama starts this game with a 2-0 lead over McNeese. First possession for the Cowgirls after Alabama scores, thanks to Essence Cody. Guiding the offense is Jalencia Pierre for McNeese. On the left wing, starts to dart inside the left block, passes all the way to the right side, a pop three-pointer by Patton, up no good, and the rebound on the right block by Essence Cody. Basketball going back to the Crimson Tide. Diana Collins dribbles over the timeline. Alabama up by a 2-0 score, 9:19 remaining in this first quarter, and a quick foul is going to be called on McNeese, limiting the movement of Alabama's Diana Collins. It'll be on Lexi Alexander, her first foul And the first team foul as we're just underway in the first of 4 10-minute quarters in women's basketball. Carly Weathers, quick bounce pass in between the rings to Diana Collins. Collins veers to the right side, passes on the right wing to Timmons. Timmons has the ball tipped out of play by Alasia Washington. Still Crimson Tide basketball, 14 seconds on the shot clock, 9:12 remaining in this first quarter. It's Alabama with a 2-0 lead against McNeese. From just outside the right corner on the sideline, Carly Weathers to inbound the basketball with Howard jumping in her face, and a offensive foul called, a legal screen set by the Crimson Tide, and that foul will send the teams back the other end of the floor. Jessica Timmons guilty of the foul for Alabama. First foul on her, and the basketball going to the Cowgirls with Lexi Alexander. Dribbling across the state outline, and script A in crimson on the floor here at Coleman. Quickly scurries down the right side lane, floats a layup up, no good. Essence Cody of the rebound. Basketball back to Alabama. Timmons over the timeline left, now dribbles on the left wing with the right hand. Double team, finds Cody just inside the arc left side. Back to Tamia Scott, then the Carly Weathers right wing. Bounce pass right corner. Collins with a head fake. Weathers on the right wing, dribbling with the left hand at the top of the key. A quick handoff to Timmons. Shot clock at 10. Here's Timmons at the top of the key to Scott. Scott darts inside to the right side, fights up a shot, banks it in off the square. 4-0 Crimson Tide. Good to see that for Tamia Scott. Middle Tennessee transfer. Had she stayed a Blue Raider, likely would be the preseason Conference USA Player of the Year. We're glad she's in crimson. Basketball with McNeese. Pierre, a bounce pass top of the key to Howard. Howard to the right elbow, Washington. Washington flips it back to Pierre, dribbling the left front court. 9 on the shot clock. Pierre. Left elbow extended, jumper is well short, rebound tapped around and controlled by the Crimson Tide's Jessica Timmons in the crimson paint. Here comes Alabama with Timmons over the timeline left. Now it's Timmons. Feeling some pressure, goes around the screen by Cody, finds Weathers on the left wing. Weathers on the right wing to Scott. Scott dribbles inside the arc, spins at the right elbow, has the ball poked loose and taken away. Patton jarred it loose, taken away by Pierre. Fast break chance, Pierre driving, left side layup, left it short, fight for the rebound underneath. Weathers getting tangled up as well as Lexi Alexander, and a whistle blown and a jump ball. And the possession arrow to McNeese. Basketball will stay with the Cowgirls. Nearly a reach-in foul call as well. 7:46 remaining in the first quarter. 4-0. Alabama leads McNeese. Game number 2 of the year for Alabama after the Crimson Tide started the season on Monday with a win against Stetson. Lancia Ramsey checking in for the Crimson Tide, replacing Tamia Scott. Also, substitution made for McNeese as Howard will go out and Triana Sibley comes in. Inbounds pass flashed on the left wing to Pierre. Pierre forces up a shot, leaves it short, and on the right baseline, the loose ball corralled by Timmons, and then she's fouled in transition. Contact immediately as Timmons is slow to get up to her feet, but finally helped by the player that fouled her, Alasia Washington. First foul on her. Second team foul on McNeese. 7:38 remaining in this first quarter. Basketball with the Crimson Tide. On a bounce, coming into Diana Collins in the backcourt. Now Collins, despite pressure, dribbles over the timeline right. Collins, bounce pass top of the key to Ramsey. Ramsey, feeling pressure, goes to Weathers, couple steps to the left side. Now Weathers to the left block. It's Cody into the Crimson paint. Tried to go over the ball, but it's stolen away by Sibley, and then a reach-in foul trying to come up with a loose basketball, and that will go against the Crimson Tide and against Alancia Ramsey. So that'll be her first foul, second team foul on the Crimson Tide in this game. 7:20 remaining in the first quarter. Alabama with a 4-0 lead against McNeese. Alabama 2 of 3 from the floor to begin this game. Meanwhile, the Cowgirls 0 for 4. Basketball going back to McNeese. Just over the timeline, Washington trapped at mid-floor, able to find Alexander. Alexander to Sibley out on the right side to Chamberlain. Chamberlain now back in between the rings to Lexi Alexander. Slowing down the offense, 10 on the shot clock. Alexander still dribbling at the top of the key, just inside the arc. Now Alexander switches back to Chamberlain, driving in the paint, throws up a shot, no good. Gets her own miss, puts it back up, that's no good. And a foul called, trying to go for the loose basketball on McNeese. So that foul is going to go against Sibley, battling against Alabama's Carly Weathers along the left baseline. And a foul, the third we've seen so far in just 3+ minutes for McNeese. 6:51 remaining in the first quarter. Alabama with a 4-0 lead here in Tuscaloosa. Crimson Tide inbound the basketball on a bounce. Ramsey into Collins. Collins, despite pressure from Alexander, over the timeline left. Now it's Collins at the top of the key. Out to Ramsey on the left wing. Ramsey Rifles a pass to the right corner, Carly Weathers. Weathers guarded by Chamberlain. Tries to go to Cody. Cody's got it, but contact before she put up a shot, and the foul will be on the floor against McNeese. And the foul goes against Dakota Howard. Her first foul, and now McNeese at 4 fouls. Remember, in women's basketball, 4 10-minute quarters, you get to 5 fouls in a quarter. That's the bonus. That's 2 free throws the rest of the way. Baseline out of bounds to the right side. Collins into the backcourt. Retrieving the ball will be Timmons. Timmons, despite pressure from Washington, dribbles over the timeline. Now it's Timmons at the top of the key, double team, tries to spin out of it. Goes to Weathers, deep left wing. Her three-pointer is up, short on the front iron. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Collins. Collins with the board for the Crimson Tide. Now Collins on the right wing. Collins knocks down her defender, and an offensive foul called. Taking the charge was Dakota Howard. Alabama was hopeful that that would be a blocking foul on her, but instead foul on Diana Collins of Alabama. That'll be her first foul. Team foul number 3. 6:17 remaining in this first quarter. 4-0 Alabama leads McNeese. Cowgirls 0 for 6 from the floor. They've only had 1 turnover, so been able to get shots against Alabama. Meanwhile, Alabama limited so far by 4 turnovers. With the basketball, McNeese until the ball is kicked by Ramsey at the top of the key off of an errant pass from Lexi Alexander. 6:01 remaining in the first quarter. 4-0 Alabama leads. Naomi Jones will check in for the Crimson Tide. 6'4" redshirt sophomore from Jackson, Alabama. Taking the spot of Essence Cody. Crimson Tide currently on the floor with Timmons along with Ramsey, Carly Weathers, Naomi Jones, and Diana Collins. Basketball back with the Cowgirls. Calling out a new play, Lexi Alexander. She dribbles on the right wing. Now dribbles to the top of the key. Alexander to the right wing, Sibley. Sibley guarded by Ramsey. Her three-pointer is blocked by Ramsey, and the loose ball taken away by the Crimson Tide. Here comes Alabama with Jessica Timmons over the timeline left. Now it's Timmons feeling pressure, double team, finds Jones free throw line. Jones left side, inside the arc to Ramsey, fights her way to the paint. Floater up, no good, and the rebound on the right baseline saved by McNeese, saved by Sibley. So the basketball goes back to the Cowgirls, trailing 4-0 here in the first quarter. McNeese with Sibley. Just left of center at the top of the key. Now fights her way in, driving right side. Her shot blocked away by Ramsey. Another block, Alancia Ramsey for the Crimson Tide. Basketball stays with McNeese to the top of the key to Alexander. Alexander around the screen to the right. Switches back to Sibley, top of the key. Against Ramsey. 4 on the shot clock. Sibley drives in, floater in the paint, banks in, and McNeese is on the scoreboard at 4-2. First basket of the game beyond the midway point of the first quarter for the Cowgirls. Now Collins. Finds Ramsey on the left wing to the right side. Weathers thought about a 3. All the way back to the left side to Ramsey, and then she steps out of play with the basketball, and that takes us to a timeout on the floor. 4:37 remaining in the first quarter from Tuscaloosa. Low scoring so far, but Alabama with the advantage. 4-2 over McNeese. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through December 1st, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier, too. Visit Regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
4:37 remaining in the first quarter. It's Alabama with a 4-2 lead against McNeese in women's basketball. Join us each Tuesday and Thursday, 2 o'clock Central, for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR, all across the Crimson Tide Sports Network, social media platforms. Follow us at UA_CTSN. Again, many of you watching the basketball booth cam already on our social media platforms. Just make sure you hit subscribe. Follow all the different social media platforms at UA_CTSN. Had a great edition of the show earlier today with Red Morgan from Alabama football, as well as NASCAR analyst, Crimson Tide fan Larry McReynolds. We got a scouting report on LSU from their broadcaster Chris Blair. Also heard from the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Kalen DeBoer. So far, a lot of defense, not much offense in this ball game. We've seen plenty of turnovers and missed shots. McNeese 1 for 9 from the floor. Alabama just 2 of 5. Crimson Tide 5 turnovers. So far, just 1 turnover by McNeese in this game, but Alabama is now in the midst of a 4-minute scoring drought. McNeese had a drought of over 5 minutes to begin this game before they scored their first basket of the game. It was 5 minutes and 1 second until McNeese scored. Crimson Tide out of timeout with Ace Austin on the floor. 5'7" freshman from Spring Garden, Alabama. 2-time Alabama Gatorade Player of the Year, making her debut in the regular season for the Tide. Basketball with McNeese out of timeout. Dakota Howard against Weathers, spinning around right side of the lane, throws it up, throws it in, and ties this game at 4. Last 2 baskets have gone for McNeese. Here is Ace Austin over the timeline left. Now it's Austin. Backing up from the left front court. Her pass tip, but finds Weathers. Now Weathers tried to go to Scott, but that goes long just beyond the right sideline, and a turnover on the Crimson Tide. 6 turnovers already in this first 6 minutes of play in the first quarter. 6 turnovers compared to only 1 so far by Alabama, or by McNeese. Carly Weathers goes out for the Crimson Tide. Eris Lester checks in, talented sophomore from Jacksonville, Florida. Now with the basketball will be McNeese. Pierre just over the timeline. Pierre, quick handoff to Carly Hamilton just into the ball game. Now it's Pierre, free throw line, pull-up jumper on the way, kicks in, and McNeese has a 6-4 lead against Alabama. Crimson Tide will inbound the basketball with Austin to Timmons. Backcourt pressure by Hamilton. Right on Timmons as she works over the middle of the timeline with the basketball. Timmons to the free throw line. That pass escapes the grasp of Alabama's Essence Cody. Fast break chance for McNeese, and a left side layup good by Pierre. 8-4. McNeese on an 8-0 run, taking control of this game. 3:20 remaining in the first quarter. Basketball back with Alabama. The scoring drought is now over 5 minutes for the Crimson Tide. Essence Cody inside the arc at the top of the key. Hand off to Scott. Scott on the left wing, Timmons. Now in the left corner. Here's Scott with a pull-up three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Pierre. Left block, and the basketball to McNeese. McNeese leading in the ball game 8-4. Top of the key. A three-pointer up by Patton. Banks in. 11-4. McNeese now in control with a 11-0 run, taking a 7-point lead. 2:49 remaining in the first quarter. Some work to do for the Crimson Tide, trying to find some offense. Alabama hasn't scored in over 5 minutes. Austin, bounce pass to Lester in the left corner. Lester, left side of the lane, tried to flip the basketball to Cody, but that's tipped and stolen away. Takeaway by McNeese. Patton had the steal, passes top of the key to Hamilton, and then to Pierre on the right wing. Pierre scans the seam. Dribbles at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Howard. Right elbow extended. Her jumper off the back iron, no good. And Lester collects the rebound. Basketball of the Crimson Tide to Timmons in the left wing. Nearly lost control of it. Now spins. Starts to drive to the baseline. Back to the left wing. Essence Cody with a 3. That's perfect. Essence Cody ends the scoring drought with a 3-pointer that makes it McNeese 11 and Alabama 7. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Good to see that for Essence Cody. Essence already knocking down 3 3-pointers. Huge part of her game she's really worked on getting ready for her junior season. A year ago only knocked down 9, but in 2 games already has 3. McNeese, Howard spinning around, throwing up a shot, no good from the left side of the lane, and the rebound taken away by Eris Lester. Lester to Timmons, contested on the left wing. Now Timmons starts to drive inside, bounce pass to Lester, right of center, thought about a three, instead free throw line in the paint, underhand shot, banks in. Off the square perfectly for Eris Lester. That makes it McNeese 11 and Alabama 9. Crimson Tide offense starting to wake up. Final 2 minutes of this first quarter. McNeese with the basketball with Pierre. In between the rings, now bounce pass to Howard at the top of the key. Howard, free throw line in the paint, gives it off, and a right side layup no good, and finally tipped out of play with Lexi Alexander. Unable to connect just on the right block. Crimson Tide will sub in Carly Weathers as well as Alancia Ramsey. Basketball does belong to McNeese, touched last by the Crimson Tide. .57 seconds remain in this first quarter. McNeese 11, Alabama 9. Now the inbounds pass thrown in on the right wing. Nearly lost control of it, Jalencia Pierre. Basketball back with the Cowgirls with Patton on the left wing. Patton recycles in between the rings to Pierre. Shot clock already at 8. Here's Pierre driving the left side of the lane. Throws up a shot and puts it in. 13-9, 4-point edge for the Cowgirls with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Ace Austin dribble over the timeline left. Currently a 5-second difference in between the game clock and the shot clock as a pass goes from Austin to Ramsey. Now top of the key, Ace Austin. Inside the arc to Lester. Thought about a three. Instead, left elbow spins, finds Austin just right of center. Now Austin inside the arc to Weathers' right corner. Shot clock at 7. Weathers. Right side of the lane, back to Austin. That pass intercepted, stolen away by Washington. 7 seconds to work with for the Cowgirls. Washington, bounce pass in the left corner. Driving inside Pierre, SEC logo throws it up, and it banks out no good off the back iron, and that closes out the first quarter of play. Both teams with long scoring droughts, both teams with some turnovers, mostly Alabama. 9 turnovers in the first 10 minutes of this game. As we get ready for the second quarter here in Tuscaloosa, it's a score of McNeese 13 and Alabama 9. Back with the start of the second quarter next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Tide fans, are you ready for game day in Tuscaloosa? Don't miss the ultimate pregame experience this season at Vector Security Champions Lane, opening 4 hours before each home game. This fan fest has everything you need to get pumped for kickoff. Located next to the Walk of Champions, you'll enjoy live music, player autographs, the best food trucks from all over Alabama, and ice-cold beer in our Legends Lounge beer garden, where there's never a cover charge. Check out ChampionsLane.com each week for the latest updates. Roll Tide! Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
About to start the second quarter in Tuscaloosa. It's a score of McNeese 13 and Alabama 9. Looking at the first 10 minutes for the Crimson Tide, Alabama 4 of 8 so far from the floor, 50%. 1 of 3 from three-point land. The only made three-pointer by Essence Cody for the Crimson Tide. Neither team has been to the free throw line just yet. Story of the game so far, turnovers. Alabama 9 turnovers so far in this game. McNeese has scored 6 of its 13 points off of those turnovers. McNeese, meanwhile, only 1 turnover so far in this game. Rebounding battle won by Alabama to this point, 10-6 over the McNeese Cowgirls. Top scorer, Essence Cody with 5 points, then 2 other points by Tamia Scott, as well as Eris Lester. And then the top scorer so far, Jalencia Pierre for the McNeese Cowgirls. Getting ready to start the second quarter here in Tuscaloosa. It will be Crimson Tide basketball. Ramsey inbounds to Ace Austin, and we're back underway. Austin to the free throw line. Ramsey to Cody. Cody's got it. Left side layup banked in. That's a great way to start the quarter. Essence Cody makes it 13-11. Crimson Tide trailing by 2. Basketball going back to the Cowgirls. Sibley on the left wing, finding Washington. Washington feeling pressure to Sibley in the paint. Turnaround floater is up and spills in. 15-11 in favor of McNeese. Basketball back to Alabama, trailing by 4 with still 9:26 remaining here in the second quarter. Austin, left side lane into the Crimson paint. Backs it up to Collins. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back iron, no good. And the rebound by Washington in the paint. Basketball to McNeese. Backing up Pierre from the top of the key. Pierre inside the arc, looks for help. Quickly finds it in Washington, then back in between the rings to Pierre. Shot clock down to 10 for the Cowgirls. Here's Pierre, free throw line, right side lane. Step back jumper is up, no good off the iron. Rebound is tapped out of play by McNeese. I believe that was right off Diana Collins, right on the baseline, but don't believe the officials will talk it over. So the basketball indeed goes to Alabama. 8:47 remaining in this second quarter. 15-11. McNeese leading Alabama here in Tuscaloosa. Austin to Weathers, right corner three. Switch! Carly Weathers with a three-pointer makes it a 1-point game. McNeese 15 and Alabama 14. Basketball back to the Cowgirls. Good to see that for Carly Weathers, who really heated up her scoring in the fourth quarter of that Monday win against Stetson. Now Pierre. Bounce pass to Sibley is interrupted by Ramsey, getting a loose ball, and now a scramble for it as Alabama and McNeese will be tied up. Possession arrow favoring the Cowgirls. The basketball stays with the blue and gold. 8:15 remaining in this second quarter. McNeese 15, Alabama 14. Cowgirls will have a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Alabama's offense starting to wake up a bit, 5-2, outscoring McNeese in these first 2 minutes of the second quarter. Lexi Alexander comes back in for McNeese, taking the spot of Patton. Cowgirls with the basketball, baseline out of bounds to the left side, thrown in to Pierre on the left wing. Now it's Pierre. In the paint, bounce pass finds Alexander, left block, left side layup is good. 17-14, McNeese leads by 3, 8 minutes to go before halftime. Crimson Tide with the basketball. Collins over the timeline, angles to the right elbow. Looks for help, tried to go to Cody, but that pass over her head and picked away by Sibley, left side of the lane. Now driving with the basketball, floater up, no good, and also offensive foul, Alasia Washington. The shot was no good, but she knocked down her defender and commits the foul for McNeese. 7:49 remaining in the second quarter. McNeese 17, Alabama 14. Diana Collins goes out. Coming in will be Lourdes da Silva Costa for the Crimson Tide. Da Silva Costa, along with Ace Austin on the floor, along with Essence Cody, Carly Weathers, and Jessica Timmons. Basketball with Austin. Top of the key, Da Silva Costa on the left wing to Timmons. Timmons to Cody outside the left block, and a reach-in foul trying to go for a steal called against McNeese. And that will be against Sibley. That'll be her second foul. Second team foul as well against McNeese here in the second quarter. We put Alabama in the bonus relatively early in the first quarter. We still have 7:37 to go until halftime. McNeese 17, Alabama 14. Ace Austin, baseline out of bounds from the left baseline. Looking, waiting, and now tries to go to Da Silva Costa off her hands and intercepted. Taken away by Howard just shy of the timeline. Howard on a bounce pass to Pierre from right to left. Now Pierre over the timeline left into the paint. SEC logo floater, no good, and a foul's going to be called on that. And that'll be on Ace Austin committing the foul on that shot. That will send Jalencia Pierre to the free throw line. 11 assists, 6 steals in the win on Monday for McNeese against Pensacola Christian. First trip to the free throw line this year for Pierre. First one on the way, good. 18-14. One more for Pierre. Puts it on target and in. Crimson Tide trailing by 5 points. Basketball going back to the Crimson Tide. Here is Alabama with Cody to De Silva Costa. At the top of the key, then to Carly Weathers. Weathers feels pressure on the right wing to Timmons. Cuts inside the arc and interrupted in her drive thanks to contact by Carly Hamilton. She's called for the foul. That's her first and the team's third. Still 7:10 remaining in the second quarter. McNeese 19, Alabama 14. 5 steals by the Cowgirls. Alabama committing 11 turnovers so far in this game. Austin to inbound from the left baseline, works it in the left front court to Jessica Timmons. Timmons started to drive in, and then another reach-in foul is going to be called on McNeese. Once again, that'll be on Carly Hamilton. Austin inbound the basketball, comes into Timmons, right block, spins around, throws up a jumper that clangs off the back iron, no good. Rebound Austin, her second attempt, no good. Then the ball goes out of play, and last touch by McNeese. That last foul was actually on Chamberlain, so she picks up the foul. Hamilton still with just 1 foul so far in this game. 7 minutes to go before halftime. 19-14, McNeese leads Alabama. The inbounds pass to Carly Weathers, bounce pass to Austin. Left side 3 off the back iron, no good, and the rebound picked up by Alexander, left side of the lane. Now it's McNeese with the basketball. Pierre driving in the paint, backs it all the way up to the top of the key, looks to her bench for instruction. 6:40 remaining in the second quarter. McNeese with a 5-point lead. Shot clock down to 10 for Pierre. Bounce pass to Howard, left side of the lane. Back on the right side, Chamberlain. Chamberlain driving into the SEC logo, swings it back out to the left side, Pierre. 5 in the shot clock. Here's a 3-pointer on the way. That is off the mark, and air ball. That will give the basketball back to Alabama. 6:23 remaining in this second quarter. McNeese 19 and Alabama 14. De Silva Costa will inbound the basketball for the Crimson Tide. On a bounce to Carly Weathers, despite tight defense on her by Avari Berry. Austin, bounce pass to Timmons. Timmons to De Silva Costa. Left block is stolen away by McNeese. Once again, interrupting these passing lanes for the Crimson Tide. Pull-up jumper on the way from the right side is good by Hamilton, and that makes it 21-14, and timeout taken by Alabama as a result. Timeout on the floor. Now the Crimson Tide once again trailing by 7 points in this game. With 6:02 to go in the second quarter, it's McNeese 21, Alabama 14. We'll be back with the rest of the first half next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Roll Tide fans, this is Roger Hoover. Join me and former Alabama quarterback and football radio analyst Tyler Watts each Monday night at 6 p.m. for Crimson Tide Rewind. Live from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Vestavia Hills, we'll rewind the last Bama game and look ahead to next Saturday for the Crimson Tide and the rest of the SEC. Crimson Tide Rewind each Monday at 6 p.m. all across the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet-heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through December 1st, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $4278 due at signing. No security deposit. With select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
6 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's McNeese 21 and Alabama 14. Coming up is the Toyota halftime report. First half stats, scores from around the country, including the SEC. All right, now a tough score here at Coleman Coliseum with the Cowgirls up 21-14. It's been a 6-0 run for McNeese over the last 2 minutes, and with that, the Crimson Tide committing 3 turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes. Alabama, 12 turnovers committed in this game compared to 3 so far for McNeese. Alabama only had 8 turnovers in the ball game on Monday against Stetson, but already in this game, still over 6 minutes to go until halftime. 12 turnovers by the Crimson Tide. McNeese has used that to score 10 points off the turnovers. Essence Cody, 7 points leading the way for Alabama. Meanwhile, it's Jalencia Pierre with 8 points leading the way so far for McNeese. Well, the second game of the year, Crimson Tide starting the season at home with 5 games all in this building through November 19th. For the Crimson Tide make the trip to the Bahamas for the Baha Mar Pink Flamingo Championship against Harvard and either Minnesota or USF. And all of December will be in this building as well. Basketball with Crimson Tide, 6:02 remaining in the second quarter. Now we're back underway. Alabama ball trailing at 21-14. Timmons just inside the arc to Ramsey, feeling the pressure from Howard at the free throw line. Tried to drive inside, lost her footing, and lost the basketball. Howard with the steal. On the takeaway, Chamberlain already down floor. Right side layup, good. More turnovers by Alabama, more points for the Cowgirls. 23-14. Basketball going back to Alabama. Jessica Timmons works it over the timeline, gives to Carly Weathers. Weathers on the right wing to Ramsey. Ramsey, free throw line. Timmons just left of center, top of the key. Now to Scott, left wing, dribbles inside the arc. Top of the key, Timmons pops the 3. Off the back iron, no good. And the rebound controlled by McNeese, but a foul called fighting for that rebound. And it will be a foul on Carly Hamilton of McNeese. That will be her second foul. 4th team foul on McNeese. 8-0 run, second of the ball game for McNeese. Scoring drought of over 3 minutes for Alabama. The Crimson Tide had a scoring drought of nearly 6 minutes in the first half. Alabama trailing 23-14, 5:22 remaining in quarter number 2 from Tuscaloosa. To the free throw line will be Alabama with Tamia Scott. Scott 1 of 2 in the line last game. First free throw up, no good. Alabama's shot only 72% from the floor, from the free throw line against Stetson Monday. That was a point of emphasis for Coach Curry. Clean up the free throws. Second one is good, so 1 for 2 trip ends the scoring drought at 23-15. Alabama trailing by 8. McNeese with the basketball. Avari Berry dribbles over the timeline, picked up on defense by Collins, who backs up at the top of the key. Alabama in a 2-3 zone. Berry in between the rings to Chamberlain. Chamberlain bounce pass to the top of the key from Patton to Berry on the left wing. Swung back to Chamberlain right side. Bounce pass inside the arc. Alexander now in the paint. Little floater is up and good by Elijah Washington. 25-15. McNeese with a 10-point lead against Alabama. Largest lead of the game for the Cowgirls. Crimson Tide with Weathers at the top of the key. Counting the right-handed dribble, bounce pass on the right wing to Timmons. Driving into the right block, double team, finds Weathers. Weathers, right wing, top of the key to Scott. Scott, head fake by her, lost control of the basketball. Chamberlain with the steal, and then a reach in, fighting for that steal and loose basketball. That'll go against Alabama and Tamia Scott. First foul on her. Yes, there was pressure from McNeese, but that turnover really just on Scott and ball handling. 14 turnovers by Alabama. 3 by McNeese. Inbounds pass from Howard to Berry, and now Berry just over the timeline. In between the rings to Chamberlain. And to Patton. Patton dribbling at the top of the key. Works it back in between the rings to Berry. Shot clock at 15. Shot clock at 10. Basketball with McNeese to Chamberlain, driving left baseline against Weathers. Hands it off, left block to Berry, and then she traveled to the basketball, trying to work it back on the perimeter left side to Chamberlain. .407 to go in this second quarter. McNeese 25, Alabama 15. Inbounds pass into Ace Austin. From Carly Weathers. Weathers, Austin currently on the floor along with Collins, Cody, and Timmons. Austin, left wing, starts to drive inside. Gets rid of her defender, finds Weathers Deep left wing. Weathers spins around. Back to the left wing. Here's Austin with the three. Short. And the rebound tipped by Cody right to Howard. Howard with the basketball for McNeese. Euro step in the paint. Layup up no good. And the rebound Jessica Timmons. Basketball back to Alabama. Timmons to Collins right side. Collins driving right baseline. Tries to save the ball in play. Does on the left side to Austin. Left wing. Here's Weathers with the three. Give it to her. Three-pointer by Carly Weathers. That makes it a score at McNeese 25 and Alabama 18. Breaks a field goal drought of nearly 5 minutes for Alabama. Basketball now back to McNeese, up by 7, 25-18, with still 3:15 to go in this second quarter. Howard gets tangled up with Carly Weathers. Jump ball, and the possession arrow this time favors the University of Alabama. Good to see that for the Tide. Now the basketball belonging to Alabama, trying to slow down a McNeese team that has made 4 of its last 5 shots from the floor. Alabama shooting 7 of 17 in this ball game. McNeese 11 of 25. It's not the shooting that turned Alabama. It's the 14 turnovers we've seen. Basketball with Timmons. Right side of the lane, pull-up jumper. Got it. Crimson Tide make it a 5-point game, 25-20. Jessica Timmons scoring for the Crimson Tide for the first time today. Comes with 2:50 remaining in this second quarter. Basketball back to the Cowgirls after seeing Alabama's offense, number 1, take care of the basketball, number 2, make shots. Alexander to Chamberlain. Out to Pierre in the right wing. With the left hand, dribbles the basketball, taps her head with the right hand to issue a new play. Pierre driving, throws up a shot, left block, no good. Rebound, Carly Weathers on the baseline, trying to stay inbounds with the basketball, gets tangled up with Alexander, who will be called for the foul for McNeese. Second foul on her. McNeese putting Alabama in the bonus here in this second quarter of play. Still 2:23 remaining in the second quarter. McNeese leading Alabama 25-20. Free throws coming up for the Crimson Tide with Carly Weathers at the line. First trip for Carly today was 3 of 4 at the free throw line against Stetson on Monday in the season opener. So Carly to the free throw line. 25-20, McNeese leads Alabama. Now 21, the first free throw, hitting nylon. One more coming up for the senior from Loretto, Tennessee, Carly Weathers. Puts it up and in. 25-22, a one-possession game, a 6-0 Crimson Tide, or excuse me, a 7-0 Crimson Tide run over the last minute and 9 seconds. Basketball with McNeese. Pierre on the right wing, guarded by Ace Austin, dribbling at the top of the key. Backing up with her neon green shoes to the state outline around the Mississippi border. Bounce pass to Howard. Howard, left elbow jumper is good. 27-22, and the basketball back to the Crimson Tide. A minute 52 to work with for Alabama, trailing by 5 at home against McNeese. Austin on the left wing. Backs up a few steps to the top of the key. Austin, bounce pass in the left corner, Weathers. Weathers to Jones. Left block, fights her way in, passes to Collins, right corner three. Just off the iron, no good, and the rebound tapped out of play. Last touch by Alabama, likely last touch by Naomi Jones. So with that, the ball goes to McNeese, leading 27-22 with a minute 35 remaining in the second quarter. Howard will inbound with a simple toss to Jalencia Pierre. Now Pierre dribbling in the top of the key. Her pass to Howard, nearly stolen away by Weathers. Basketball eventually gets back to Pierre, top of the key. Pierre, right side, swings it all the way to the left side. A head fake by Patton. Driving in, throws up a shot from the left side of the lane, no good. Collins with the rebound, left block. Basketball to Alabama. Crimson Tide trailing 27-22 with a minute 5 remaining in the second quarter. Here's Collins, right corner three. Bada! 27-25, Crimson Tide make it a 2-point game thanks to the three-pointer by Diana Collins. Now the basketball back with McNeese, slowly over the middle of the timeline, Jalencia Pierre. Pierre, a handoff in between the rings to Howard, then Chamberlain right wing, guarded by Collins. Chamberlain feeling the pressure, back to Pierre at mid-floor. Shot clock at 10. Pierre to the top of the key, now to Howard. Free throw line jumper is up, no good, but contact from Alabama. Whistle blown, a foul called on the Crimson Tide. That'll go against Ace Austin. Second foul she has picked up. Third team foul on Alabama. That will send McNeese to the line, nursing a 2-point lead, 27-25 with 30.6 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. It'll be Dakota Howard at the free throw line, 2 of 3 at the line in their opener on Monday against Pensacola Christian. First free throw is up and good. 28-25, Alabama trailing by 3. McNeese, opportunity to make it a 2-possession game before the Crimson Tide get the basketball back. Dakota Howard. Freshman puts it on the way, and good. 29-25, Carly Weathers inbounds the basketball to Ace Austin. Austin shakes free pressure from Pierre, dribbles over the timeline. 1 second difference in between the game clock and the shot clock currently. The shot clock down to 18. Dribbling over the mid-floor, script A logo in crimson, Ace Austin. Tightly guarded by Pierre, keeps jabbing at the basketball. Shot clock at 8. Now Austin trying to get moving. Passing to Weathers, top of the key. Weathers with 3 seconds, puts it up, leaves it short. The rebound by Chamberlain. She will dribble out the final moments, and the second quarter is complete. Both sides had 16 points in the second quarter, but it is a 4-point margin from the first quarter that ends up being the margin at halftime. Our score in Tuscaloosa at the break, McNeese 29 and Alabama 25. Coming up, we will have the Toyota halftime reports. After again telling you the score at halftime in Tuscaloosa, McNeese 29 and Alabama 25. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit. But we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Coach Oates, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Domino's delivers game day across Tuscaloosa and the surrounding area. Locally owned in Tuscaloosa for 30-plus years, the team at Domino's is proud to be a supporter of Alabama basketball and athletics across the capstone. Domino's would like to thank our customers for supporting our local business for over 30 years. Make Domino's your choice on game days year-round. Domino's is proud to deliver your Alabama Crimson Tide game days anytime. Just visit RollDominoes.com. Thanks for your business and Roll Tide.
Halftime in Tuscaloosa. Our score, McNeese 29 and Alabama 25. Roger Hoover, glad to welcome you into the Toyota halftime reports. Crimson Tide, again, trailing at the break by 4. Alabama was also down by 4 points at the end of the first quarter, and then both teams battled. 16 points apiece in the second quarter, but again, the Crimson Tide are currently trailing 29-25 in a low-scoring game from Tuscaloosa, and especially a very turnover-prone game to this point here inside Coleman Coliseum. Team stats for Alabama. Alabama was 9 of 21 from the floor in the first half, 43% shooting, 4 of 12 from three-point land, 33%, and then at the free throw line, 3 of 4, 75%. Rebounding battle won by Alabama 17-11, but again, the problem's turnovers. Alabama, 14 turnovers committed in the first 20 minutes compared to only 5 by McNeese, and with Alabama as well, only 5 assists compared to the 14 turnovers we've seen. Alabama does have 3 blocks and 2 steals in the first half. Meanwhile, for McNeese, the Cowgirls 43% shooting from the floor, 12 of 28, 1 of 3 from three-point land, perfect 4 of 4 at the free throw line. Mentioned they only had 11 rebounds in the first half, and thanks to the turnovers they created, forcing 14 turnovers, they scored at 12 points off of those turnovers in the first half. Points in the paint, McNeese with 20 of its 29 points in the paint, outscoring Alabama in the paint in this game, despite the Crimson Tide really having the height advantage. 20-10 McNeese so far in this game. 8 steals by the Cowgirls, 5 assists for Alabama. Top scorer for the Crimson Tide, Carly Weathers with 8 points, knocking down a pair of 3-pointers. Other scores include Essence Cody with 7 points. 3 points each by Tamia Scott, as well as Diana Collins. 2 points each by Jessica Timmons and Eris Lester. Meanwhile, for McNeese, they are led so far by Jalencia Pierre with 8 points, 6 points courtesy of Dakota Howard. Once again, our score of the break, it is McNeese 29 and Alabama 25. When we come back, we'll take a look at scores from around the country, including the SEC, as we continue with the Toyota Halftime Report. Our score in Tuscaloosa at the break, McNeese 29 and Alabama 25. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit. But we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Being a Chevron car these days has been quite the adventure. Miami to Seattle, ocean to ocean. I've stopped at so many states and collected so many bumper stickers. Sometimes I feel like a moving passport book. It's just so great what I can do with Chevron with Chevron, because it gives me unbeatable mileage and keeps my engine clean. Plus, there are so many Chevrons along the way. Now the only thing I'm worried about is where to go next and where to put all my new bumper stickers. Chevron with Chevron, fueled by possibility.
Bama fans, why wait to start your college journey? With the University of Alabama Early College, high school students can earn college credit from UA now, online or on campus. Students are eligible after completing the 9th grade with a 3.0 GPA or higher. Thousands of students across Alabama and the United States are already part of the Crimson Tide tradition. So don't just cheer for the Tide, join it. UA Early College. Legends start here. Visit earlycollege.ua.edu to learn more. Roll Tide.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Alabama. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime in Tuscaloosa. McNeese State with a 29-25 lead against Alabama at Coleman Coliseum. That's our score. Let's check other scores from around the Southeastern Conference with an Alabama Power scoreboard update. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power, a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Other games in progress in the SEC this evening. Many teams like Alabama playing their second game of the year. Into the third quarter from the Bluegrass, it's 24th-ranked Kentucky with an 84-34 lead over Monmouth. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter from Athens, Georgia, with a 61-29 lead against Furman. Also, nearly at the end of the first quarter from New Orleans, Missouri on the road, leading 17-14 at Tulane. Southeastern Louisiana coming up in just about 8 minutes. Will tip off from Baton Rouge against the 5th-ranked LSU Tigers. And then earlier today, the Florida Gators pick up the win against Chattanooga, 94-52, the final score at Exact Tech Arena. Once again, our score here at the break in Tuscaloosa. McNeese using a lot of Crimson Tide turnovers to build a 29-25 lead, but we started to see some signs of life from Alabama offensively near the end of the second quarter. We'll talk about what to expect in the second half when we return to Tuscaloosa. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier, too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryant Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
At Planet Fitness, no two members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They're all strong. Feel your strongest with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any of our nationwide locations. Bring your friend anytime you want and recover from it all in the Black Card Spa with their hydro massage and other innovative amenities. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Find your nearest club and join today. See Home Club for details.
Alabama trailing McNeese 29-25 at halftime. Roger Hoover welcoming you back to the Toyota Halftime Report. What to expect in the second half is presented by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. For the Crimson Tide, it is very simple. Take care of the basketball. Alabama committed in this first half 14 turnovers, to compare that to the Monday opener against Stetson, also a very good defensive team. Alabama only committed 8 turnovers in that matchup with the Hatters, but already 14 tonight off of 14 turnovers tonight against McNeese, and then 12 points off of those turnovers scored by the Cowgirls. So to take care of the basketball, Alabama's shooting the ball relatively well, 9 of 21 from the floor, 43%, and showing they can knock down 3-pointers with Carly Weathers, Essence Cody, in addition to Diana Collins. So more 3-pointers, less turnovers for the Crimson Tide, and then again, just play crisp offensively. That's the main thing Alabama needs to execute right now. Defense has been there for the most part against McNeese, limiting the Cowgirls to only 29 points, and especially great defense along the perimeter. McNeese has only attempted 3 3-pointers so far in this game, just knocking down 1. But if Alabama can take care of the basketball, should see a much different story in the second half coming up from here inside at Coleman Coliseum. Teams about to return to the floor, at least Crimson Tide are returning now. The Cowgirls already back out there, so that does it for the Toyota Halftime Report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore SEToyota.com today. Take advantage of the amazing deals on our full line of vehicles. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. Third quarter coming up next. Our score, McNeese 29, Alabama 25. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
See the call as we make the call. Watch the booth cam for each and every Alabama game. Streaming live on all CTSN social media platforms, you can get a front row seat to every touchdown and every big play reaction from Chris Stewart, Tyler Watts, and the entire Alabama radio crew. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X at UA_CTSN.
Catch is made. Touchdown, Alabama.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through December 1st, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit. But we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Getting ready to start the third quarter here in Tuscaloosa. Our score, McNeese 29 and Alabama 25. Before we start the second half of action, while we pause 10 seconds for station ID, this is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. And welcome back to Coleman Coliseum. Roger Hoover with you from our broadcast booth. Pleasure to be joined by Jerry Kelly, Cody Mackey producing this game back at our Learfield studios. Ethan Carabin producing our basketball booth cam presented by NASCAR. Streaming live on all CTSN social media platforms at UA_CTSN. Work to do for the Crimson Tide, trailing by 4 to McNeese as we start the third quarter. McNeese in the road blue, Alabama in the home white. So let's go ahead and get it going in this third quarter. The basketball belongs to McNeese, now playing on the right goal, Alabama on the left. So we're underway here in the third quarter. Crimson Tide trailing 29-25. Jalencia Pierre shuffling to the left wing for McNeese. In between the rings, pass to Washington. 10 on the shot clock. Washington on the right wing. Now the top of the key. Works it around the perimeter. Driving inside. Here is Pierre throwing up a shot. No good from the paint. Foul called on Alabama, and free throws will be coming up. That foul going against Alabama's Tamia Scott. Second foul she has picked up. First team foul on Alabama in the third quarter, and that will send Jalencia Pierre to the free throw line. Top scorer so far in this game with 8 points. First one on the way. No good off the back iron. One more coming up for Jalencia Pierre. 29-25. Favor of McNeese. Second on the way. Short, and the rebound Essence Cody in the crimson paint. Basketball to Alabama. Collins over the timeline right. First possession for Alabama, limited by 14 turnovers in the first half. Here's Cody throwing up a shot. No good from the paint, but she is fouled. And we'll go to the free throw line for Alabama. I'll believe on Dakota Howard. Will be Cody the free throw line for the Crimson Tide. Cody, 4 of 6 at the line this season, puts the first one up and in. 29-26. Officials getting everything squared away at the scorer's table, I believe, just checking on who that last foul was called on for McNeese. It's not up to date yet in the official stats either. One more coming up for Cody, and the foul is on Alexander. So that will be her third foul. That's up and good. 29-27, Cody goes 2 for 2 and makes it a 2-point game. First 2 points of this second half belong to the Crimson Tide. Inbounds pass, thrown in on a bounce to Jalencia Pierre. Pierre dribbling over the middle of the timeline, picked up on defense by Collins. Left wing to Washington, back to Pierre on the right wing, steps inside the arc, floats it back on the left wing. Washington pops a three, off the iron, no good. Essence Cody with two hands got the rebound, but it's stolen away by Howard. She spins and throws up a shot, no good, and that rebound controlled by Essence Cody. So a turnover that really didn't come back to haunt Alabama, but could have. Here is Timmons losing her footing in the paint. Jump ball, possession arrow favors Alabama. Crimson Tide will keep this possession. 8:51 remaining in the third quarter. McNeese 29, Alabama 27. The Cowgirls have led for 15 minutes of this game. Alabama for just over 5 minutes. Baseline out of bounds from the right baseline. Collins on a bounce, tried to go into Timmons, but then it is stolen away by McNeese, and a reach-in foul called on Alabama trying to get the basketball back. That'll go against Jessica Timmons. Second team foul on Alabama, second personal foul on Jessica Timmons. Basketball goes back to the Cowgirls. 29-27 our score. McNeese leading by 2. Still 8:40 remaining in the third quarter. McNeese with Howard, right baseline. Her pass is tipped play by Carly Weathers along the right sideline, right to the McNeese bench. Sideline out of bounds from the right side for McNeese. Washington to trigger the inbounds pass. On a bounce on the right wing to Pierre. Pierre to Patton, back to Pierre at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Howard inside the arc. Jumper is on the way, no good. Rebound in the Crimson paint by Essence Cody. Collins in transition for the Crimson Tide. Backs up on the right wing. Passes to Scott. Scott, top of the key to Timmons. Timmons drives downhill on the left side. Throws up a shot. No good. And the rebound snatched out of the air by Howard. Basketball to McNeese. Cowgirls back with the ball, up by 2. Just over 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. From the right side, here's a three-pointer up off the iron. No good. And over the backboard from Alasia Washington. And that will give the ball back to Alabama. Crimson Tide trailing 29-27. 8:04 to go in this third quarter from Tuscaloosa. Bounce pass in from Alabama's Carly Weathers into Ace Austin. Austin over the timeline right. Austin, the freshman from Spring Garden, making her Crimson Tide debut tonight. Austin driving, gets tangled up with her defender, and a foul is going to be called. So the first opportunity at points for Austin, who's been 0 for 3 from the floor, 0 for 2 from three-point land, will come here at the free throw line. Foul goes against Howard. That'll be her second. Ace Austin on the free throw line. Two-time Alabama Gatorade Player of the Year and Miss Alabama basketball. First one on the way. Got it. 29-28. All 3 points in the second half belong to Alabama. Now it's a tie game. Ace Austin goes 2 for 2 at the line, and Alabama ties the game at 29. Crowd comes alive as McNeese works with the basketball. So far, 0 for 4 from the floor in this second half. Basketball with Pierre. Bounce pass to Howard. Left side lane, throws up a shot that clangs out, no good, and the rebound by Scott on the left baseline. Scott over the timeline right for Alabama. Handoff to Collins on the right wing. Head fake by her to Austin. Austin, free throw line. Left side lane. Left corner Collins. Collins drives inside. Ball gets tangled up. This time the possession arrow points to McNeese. 7:23 remaining in the third quarter. Alabama's fought to tie the game at 29. Now McNeese will inbound the basketball with Sibley. Right to Pierre. Pierre over the middle of the timeline. Tie game at 29 with 7:15 remaining in the third quarter. Patton to Sibley, right baseline. Sibley double teamed Weathers and Cody. Fights through it. Spinning. Now forces up a shot well off the mark. Collins retrieves it on the left baseline. Basketball to Alabama. Chance to take the lead for the Crimson Tide. Here's Collins. On the right wing, Scott. Scott drives inside, bounce pass Weathers, left wing three. She's got it, and Alabama's got the lead. 32-29, the Crimson Tide with a 7-0 run to begin this third quarter, and it's now Alabama in front with 6:43 to go in the third, 32-29. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. Again, the score with 6:43 to go in the third quarter. It's Alabama 32, McNeese 29. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
What's up, Alabama? This is Ron Williams reminding you that the best offense against termites, mosquitoes, and other pests is Cook's Pest Control. I run routes and make catches on the field, but off the field, I trust Cooks to catch what I can't. Fast, precise, always getting the job done right, just like me. That's pest control you can trust. Call Cooks today for your free inspection. Roll Tide.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cooks Pest Control.
Hello, Tide fans. This is Chris Stewart for Conecuh Sausage. Conecuh's an Alabama fan favorite we all know and love. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide.
When it comes to land care, you need equipment that's a slam dunk every time. At Tri-Green Equipment, we provide the tried and true support you need for your John Deere gear. Just like the Alabama Crimson Tide, we're always ready to assist you in making those game-winning plays. Visit us today and experience the unbeatable support that keeps you in the game. Tri-Green Equipment, proud sponsor of Crimson Tide basketball.
Crimson Tide now in front 32-29 against McNeese. Still 6:43 to go in the third quarter. Keep up with everything Alabama with the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app presented by Cadence Bank. It's available in the App Store and Google Play now for free. Congratulations checking the app. Looking last night to the Alabama volleyball team. Impressive victory against the Arkansas Razorbacks. Tip of the cap as well to West Hart and the Crimson Tide soccer team. Picked up a ranked win against South Carolina this past Sunday in Pensacola at the SEC tournament before the Crimson Tide fell to one of the best teams in the SEC, Vanderbilt, on Tuesday. And we'll learn coming up on Monday if Alabama will be part of the field for the NCAA tournament. It's Alabama with a 32-29 lead. Just saw a great three-pointer by Carly Weathers to put the Crimson Tide in front. McNeese so far has not scored here in the third quarter. Matter of fact, Cowgirls 0 for 6 so far from the floor, including missing 2 3-pointers here in quarter number 3. Crimson Tide, 2 turnovers so far. Mentioned Alabama needs to keep shooting from beyond the arc and take care of the basketball, limit the turnovers in order to have success here in the second half. We're back underway in this third quarter with 6:40 to go. McNeese with the basketball trailing by 3. McNeese has led for 16 minutes of this contest. Jalencia Pierre has her pass. Across the floor from right to left to Hamilton. Now back to Pierre in between the rings. Bounce pass to Sibley. Sibley driving on the right side. Works it back top of the key. Chamberlain makes a fake. Steps to the right. 3-pointer on the way. Back iron no good. Rebound tapped and Chamberlain has it. Free throw line. McNeese recycles with a fresh shot clock. Now Sibley driving down the right side lane. Throws it up. Leaves it short. Rebound fought for and a foul is going to be called in Alabama. Naomi Jones going over the back of Sibley, trying to collect the board, and she is called for the foul. Redshirt sophomore from Jackson called for her first foul. Third team foul on the Crimson Tide here in the third quarter. Baseline out of bounds play for McNeese. Inbounds pass to Hamilton right side, then to Sibley inside the arc right wing. Back in between the rings to Pierre, who backs it up with 10 on the shot clock. Pierre pounding the right-hand dribble, switches to her left as she steps to the left. 5 in the shot clock. Bounce pass to Sibley, interrupted by Austin. Sibley's got it, 2 seconds left. Heaves it up long at the buzzer, that's no good. And the rebound controlled to the free throw line by Jones. Basketball the Crimson Tide. Ace Austin driving in from the left side, right to the rim, throws it up, banks it in. First field goal made by Ace Austin to make it 34-29 Alabama. Crimson Tide on a 9-0 run to begin this third quarter. 5:24 remaining in the third quarter. We're nearing the midway point. It's been all Alabama since the teams came back from the locker rooms. Pierre driving in for the right side. Mid-range jumper, no good. Solid defense, Naomi Jones. She helps the Crimson Tide get the basketball back as it was touched last by Sibley. Naomi Jones missing all of last season with injury. Only got to play in 16 games due to some injuries as well as a freshman, but can be a difference maker, especially standing at 6'4". Jones heads out for the Crimson Tide along with Scott. Alabama currently on the floor. Dana Collins, Jessica Timmons, Essence Cody, as well as Ace Austin and Carly Weathers. Now Timmons over the middle of the timeline. Timmons to Ace Austin in between the rings. Austin, bounce pass to Cody, top of the key. Cody driving down the right side, shakes free her defender, throws it up, throws it in. 11-0 run Alabama in this third quarter. Essence Cody makes it 36-29 Crimson Tide. 4:45 remaining in the third. Alabama suddenly with a 7-point lead after Alabama had been down by as much as 10 points in this contest. Howard double teamed on the right baseline, works it back on the perimeter to Patton, 8 on the shot clock. Patton right corner, left alone, her 3 is up, in and out, no good. Rebound, Carly Weathers, Crimson Paint. Basketball to Alabama. Weathers over the timeline right. Carly Weathers spins away from Howard around the screen of Cody. Weathers, top of the key, out on the right wing to Collins. Right block, it goes down low to Cody. She throws it up. No good on the shot, but draws the foul, and free throws coming up for Essence Cody. Go to Howard. Called for her third foul. That will take us to a timeout on the floor. 4:10 remaining in this third quarter. McNeese still hasn't scored in this quarter. It's Alabama off to an 11-0 run. And our score with still 4:10 to go in the third. It's Alabama 36 and McNeese 29. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Tide fans, are you ready for game day in Tuscaloosa? Don't miss the ultimate pregame experience this season at Vector Security Champions Lane, opening 4 hours before each home game. This fan fest has everything you need to get pumped for kickoff. Located next to the Walk of Champions, you'll enjoy live music, player autographs, the best food trucks from all over Alabama, and ice-cold beer in our Legends Lounge beer garden, where there's never a cover charge. Check out championslane.com each week for the latest updates. Roll Tide!
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
4:10 remaining here in Tuscaloosa in the third quarter. It's Alabama 36 and McNeese 29. I want to remind you, you can find all CTSN video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. Home of our live booth cam episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR plus Hey Coach. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Right now, the latest, Alabama off to a good start in this third quarter after the Tide trailed McNeese by 4 points at halftime. Alabama has outscored Cowgirls 11-0 to start this third quarter that still has 4:10 remaining. Really solid work by Alabama in this contest to grab control of the lead. Top scorer at the moment for the Crimson Tide, 2 players with 11 points, Carly Weathers and Essence Cody. Cowgirls offense limited to 0 for 11 shooting in this third quarter, including missing 5 3-pointers. Alabama 4-4 at the free throw line. Kind of the foul shots got Alabama going a bit in this third quarter. Then the offense started to catch up. Alabama 3 of 4 from the floor here in the third, making the 1 3-pointer we've seen. Now back at the free throw line, Essence Cody. First free throw is up and good by Essence Cody to make it 37-29. 12 points Cody, 3 of 3 at the line. Off the back iron, no good, and the rebound controlled by McNeese. Sorry, Essence. Basketball to the Cowgirls, 37-29, 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Berry to Alexander, downhill on the right side, works it back out to Berry on the right wing. Back to Alexander on the right baseline against Cody. Tiptoes in the paint, throws up a shot, blocked away. Cody taken away by Howard of McNeese, so still Cowgirl basketball. 5 on the shot clock. And a hand check foul, top of the key on Essence Cody. That'll be her first foul today. Remember, she picked up a lot of early fouls, 2 in the first 3 minutes on Monday. Had to sit a lot of the first half in foul trouble, eventually stayed in the game with 4 fouls, playing the majority of the third and the fourth quarter. It's only her first foul today, so staying out of foul trouble. Good to see that for Essence Cody so far in this game. Cowgirls with the basketball. Washington, left wing, dribbling to the top of the key. Bounce pass to Berry in the right corner. Here comes Patton driving. Her shot blocked away. The strong right hand of Essence Cody blocks it out. It'll still be McNeese basketball, but Essence with a forceful block on that one. Absolutely perfect on that block, Essence Cody. McNeese inbounds the basketball, right side lane. Here's Howard throwing it up, and no good on the shot. And a foul is going to be called against the Crimson Tide. First foul on Carly Weathers in this game. Will be a shooting foul. McNeese still has not scored here in the third quarter. 12-0 Alabama run. To the free throw line, Dakota Howard. 2 of 2 at the line already today. First one on the way, no good. 6 points for Howard. Dakota, only a freshman, the only starter that did not transfer from Southeastern Louisiana with Coach Gazzardo to Lake Charles to McNeese. Second free throw, good. 37-30, McNeese on the board as Alabama started this third quarter on a 12-0 run. Now Ace Austin over the timeline for the Crimson Tide. To Timmons, right side of the lane, double team. Timmons finds a wide open Cody, left side layup, good. Essence Cody taking over in this game. It's Alabama 39, McNeese 30. Double teamed on Timmons. They forgot all about Essence, and she makes them pay. Cody now with 14 points. Basketball with McNeese. Howard driving in the paint, throws it up, just got it over Cody, throws that up, no good. Fight for the rebound, loose, and a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to favor Alabama. Crimson Tide have made their last 4 shots from the floor. And now we'll get the basketball back after some heads-up defense. Cody with a block and a left side layup just in that last sequence for the Crimson Tide. Inbounds pass thrown in from Carly Weathers to Ace Austin. Austin 4 points in her Alabama debut. Austin to Weathers. Weathers, top of the key. Kicks it out to Austin, top of the key. She drives in. SEC logo floater is short, but she draws the foul, and free throws coming up for Ace. Foul goes against Dakota Howard. That is her 4th. Comes at 2:37 in the third quarter. That will send Ace Austin to the free throw line again. Missed the last ball game with injury, even though she did warm up on Monday against Stetson. Good to see her healthy and available for this game. 2-time Alabama Gatorade Player of the Year. Played for her dad, Ricky Austin, at Spring Garden. First free throw is good. 40-30 in favor of Alabama. One more for Ace. Got it. 41-30. 11-point Alabama lead. Basketball with McNeese with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Washington left wing. Top of the key, Pierre. Pierre to Alexander. Alexander nearly mishandled it. Back on the left side to Washington. Now top of the key, Pierre. 10 on the shot clock. Pierre, top of the key, pounding the left-handed dribble. Washington left wing. Washington, Pierre, top of the key, driving. Dumps it off to Alexander, right block, right side layup, good. First field goal we've seen from McNeese in the third quarter after missing its first 14 shots of this quarter. 41-32, 2 minutes to go before the end of the third. Alabama with the basketball, Ace Austin, left front court. Austin spins around, double teams, finds Weathers on the left wing. Weathers to Cody, spins around paint. Right side layup, no good. Fight for the rebound, Timmons, taps it to Cody. Right side layup, good. Sends Cody. 43-32, Crimson Tide. Cody with 16 points. Basketball back to the Cowgirls, 1:35 remaining in this third quarter. Sibley all the way to the top of the key. Patton inside the arc on the right side. Works it back top of the key to Pierre. Pierre calls out a new play with 10 on the shot clock. Pierre, top of the key, shuffles to the left. Passing on the left wing. Intended target was Washington. Tipped out a play by Diana Collins along the left sideline. Still McNeese with the ball. Only 5 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Sideline out of bounds play from the left sideline coming up for McNeese. Inbounds pass to Pierre in the paint. Long floater is up off the iron, no good. Rebound, Carly Weathers, right block. Basketball to Alabama. Weathers to Eris Lester over the timeline on the right side. Lester, handoff Carly Weathers. Weathers, top of the key. Weathers to the free throw line. Double team, ball tip loose. Sibley takes it away. Sibley on the fast break. Hands off to Patton, driving. Right side layup, good. That was more like the first half for McNeese with the steal and score, making it 43-34. 48 seconds to go in this third quarter. Basketball back with Alabama. Ace Austin slowly over the timeline, picked up on defense tightly by Pierre at mid-floor. Austin right wing, and a whistle blown and away from the basketball. Foul's going to be called, or almost sounded like an inadvertent whistle from the officials. However, Joseph Vasily will issue a foul on Sibley. As she got tangled up with Jessica Timmons, kind of throwing arms back and forth, and Sibley will be called for the foul. Fifth team foul, so that will send Alabama to the free throw line with Jessica Timmons. Two shots coming up for Jessica Timmons. 2 points today, 1 of 4 from the floor. Makes the first one to make it 44-34. One more coming up for Timmons. Puts it up and in. 45-34. Alabama outscoring McNeese 20-5 in this third quarter. Crimson Tide have made 5 of its last 6 from the floor, 5 of 7 from the floor overall here in the third. Essence Cody, Carly Weathers go out for the Crimson Tide. Alabama replacing them with Naomi Jones as well as Tamia Scott. Basketball with McNeese, only 30 seconds to work with. There is a 7-second difference in between the game clock and shot clock as we start to wind down the third. Pierre, Washington left side to Sibley at the free throw line, left elbow. Sibley works in the paint, spins around SEC logo, off balance jumper is good. 45-36, basketball with Alabama, 9 seconds to work with. On a bounce, it comes into Timmons. Timmons over the timeline, 4 seconds left. Timmons, top of the key. Launches a shot, but is partially blocked by Sibley, and the third quarter comes to a close. It was a great third quarter for Alabama as the Tide went into the locker room at halftime, trailing by 4, only to respond by outscoring McNeese 20-7 in the third quarter. We get ready for the fourth in Tuscaloosa. Our score, Alabama 45, McNeese 36. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit. But we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Coach Oates, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry reported total sales.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
10 minutes to go in Tuscaloosa. It's Alabama 45, McNeese 36 in women's basketball. The Alabama Insider Podcast, official podcast of the Crimson Tide. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show. Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today daily reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on all podcast platforms. It's Alabama with the advantage, 45-36 against McNeese, thanks to a third quarter that saw Alabama outscore the Cowgirls 20-7. Top scorer, Essence Cody, 16 points, 7 rebounds in this game. Go deeper in the stats with Essence Cody. She also has 3 blocks in this game. So Essence really doing it all for the Crimson Tide. Currently joined in double figures by the 11 points of Carly Weathers. Meanwhile, not much offense for McNeese. That last quarter, they're still led by Jalencia Pierre with 8 points. But that was the total she had at the end of the first half. Did not score in the third quarter for McNeese. Now we start the fourth quarter. McNeese with the basketball thrown in on a bounce, and we are back underway. From here in Tuscaloosa, Pierre to Sibley, driving right side layup up and good. Good start for McNeese to this fourth quarter with that layup to make it 45-38. Sibley scoring for the Cowgirls. Basketball with the Crimson Tide. Ace Austin over the timeline. Austin, left wing, handoff Eris Lester. She dribbles to the top of the key. Passes to Timmons on the right wing. Timmons around a screen by Scott to the left. Timmons inside the arc. Free throw line, right side lane. Gets tangled up with the defender and a foul called, restricting the movement of Alabama's Jessica Timmons. Foul is going to be against Ariana Patton. Grad student from Meridian picking up her first foul. First team foul on McNeese as we have just started the fourth quarter. Baseline out of bounds play from the left baseline. Ace Austin triggered in. Bounce pass on the right block. Jones has it, throws it up and in. The shot is good, but foul's going to be called before the shot went up. And the foul will be on Lexi Alexander. Fourth foul she has collected with 9:26 to go in this game. She promptly heads to the bench, and McNeese making a substitution. Monique Joseph in for the first time today. Baseline out of bounds, this time right baseline, Ace Austin. Bounce pass on the right block. Timmons had it, then lost it. And a turnover on the Crimson Tide. Just Timmons never grabbed control of the basketball. So a turnover, and Alabama is unable to convert on those fouls on that offensive trip. 40 seconds have gone off the clock here in the fourth quarter. McNeese with the basketball, trailing Alabama by 7. Sibley shot blocked away. Naomi Jones, fast break chance for the Crimson Tide. Driving, Austin gets tangled up with her defender, and a foul is going to be called in transition on Ariana Patton, slowing down what could have been an easy fast break chance for Ace Austin. Patton called for her second foul. Already, McNeese with 3 fouls in the first minute of the fourth quarter. Alabama needs just 2 more to get in the bonus the rest of the way. Carly Weathers, Essence Cody, 2 starters come in to replace Naomi Jones and Eris Lester. Also, Diana Collins will come in, another starter, replacing freshman Ace Austin, healthy and playing for the first time tonight in an Alabama uniform. Baseline out of bounds play from the right baseline. Collins looks, waits, heaves it into Timmons. Timmons in the right front court. Timmons attacks the paint, free throw line. Timmons works it back. Collins, right wing, loads up a three. Off the back iron, no good. Sibley taps the rebound to Washington. Basketball to the Cowgirls. 7-point Alabama lead, but McNeese now with the basketball. Pierre. Patton on the right wing. Patton spins around, back to Pierre in the right corner. Against Scott. Attacks the paint, kicks it out to Sibley, left side. Sibley steps back to the left corner, passes to the top of the key, stolen away to Mia Scott. Fast break chance. Scott has an underhand layup, no good. And the rebound taken away by McNeese with Pierre. Then another near steal for Tamia Scott. McNeese is able to control it. Great steal by Scott, just could not finish on the other end. Sibley driving, right side, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound left side by Essence Cody. Basketball at the Crimson Tide, up by 7, 8:14 to go here in Tuscaloosa. Foul's going to be called as Collins was driving in, and that foul will be against Ariana Patton, her third. I believe all in this fourth quarter, and that's now 4 team fouls on McNeese. So we're still not even 2 minutes deep into the fourth quarter. McNeese taking Sibley as well as Pierre out. Howard comes in along with Hamilton. Inbounds pass to Cody, back to the inbounder Collins on the left side. Collins, left elbow, backs up to the top of the key. Tried to swing it to Timmons, free throw line, but cleanly intercepted by Howard. Howard, fast break for McNeese, throws up a shot. No good on the shot. Contact all over the place by Collins, but no foul call. The McNeese coaching staff, led by Ayla Gerardo, wearing their light blue pullovers, in complete disgust that there was not a foul call made on Alabama's Diana Collins. Play continues, 7:56 to go in the fourth quarter. McNeese ball, the inbounds pass to the SEC logo to Howard. Pull-up jumper is short. Rebound, Timmons tips it to Collins. Here comes Alabama. Fast break chance for the Tide. Collins driving right side, lost control of the basketball. Stolen right away by Hamilton. Hamilton to Pierre back in the game. Finding Washington, back to Howard, left side, layup up and in. 45-40, the first 4 points of the fourth quarter belong to McNeese. Crimson Tide with Collins, guarded by Pierre. Tightly contested matchup just over the timeline right. And a whistle blown, a foul called away from the ball. Just the pass went to Scott in the right corner, but away from the ball. Foul on McNeese and a foul on Monique Joseph. First foul on her, so that is team foul number 5. Alabama will be in the bonus the remaining 7 minutes, 23 seconds of this game. Diana Collins goes out, Ace Austin back in. Here to the free throw line will be Essence Cody. Essence already with 16 points, 3 of 4 at the line. First one on the way. Got it. Didn't you miss that sound all summer, all spring, all summer? Let's see if we can get it once again from Essence Cody. Second free throw. Didn't that time, you heard the rim, as that will be tapped out of play. Last touch by Dakota Howard, and the basketball will be with the Crimson Tide. 46-40, Alabama leads McNeese. 7:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Baseline out of bounds play from the left side. Ace Austin to trigger the inbounds pass. Quickly in left block to Scott. Left side layup banked in. 48-40, Alabama's on the scoreboard in the fourth quarter. 8-point Crimson Tide lead as McNeese now works with the ball. Dribbling over the middle of the timeline. McNeese with Pierre. Pierre in between the rings to Washington, then back to Pierre. Dancing around in between the rings, calling out a play as she taps her chest with her left hand, pounds the right-handed dribble. Now switches to her left hand. Dumps it off. Washington, free throw line. 2 on the shot clock. Her shot partially blocks Scott. McNeese gets it back. Heaving it at the buzzer. No good on that shot was Pierre. Rebound, though, collected by Monique Joseph. She goes up with the shot, gets tied up. Possession arrow does favor Alabama, so the Crimson Tide will get the ball. 6:40 to go here in Tuscaloosa. Alabama 48, McNeese 40. Carly Weathers inbounds the basketball to Ace Austin. Austin over the timeline. On the right side to Weathers in between the rings. Left wing to Jessica Timmons. Timmons drives in, feels the pressure, and a offensive foul called against Timmons. Colliding with defenders left and right. Timmons was hoping for a foul to be called on McNeese. Instead, she's the one called for the foul. That'll be her third. Timmons, top scorer for Alabama last game with 21 points, but limited to 4 points today. Now we'll head to the bench. 6:27 to go. Alabama leads 48-40 against McNeese. Here in the second game of the season. Alabama started the season with a win against Stetson. Won't see the Crimson Tide again until Monday night against Alcorn State. McNeese works the ball around the perimeter. Patton right side. Her shot blocked away by Essence Cody. It'll still be McNeese basketball, but Essence Cody continues picking up the blocks. That's now 4. Essence Cody, 17 points, 8 rebounds, now 4 blocks. What a game for the junior. Inbounds pass on the right side into Patton. Patton, bounce pass to Alexander, turnaround 6-footer, no good from the baseline. Rebound out of play off of Carly Weathers. So it'll stay McNeese basketball. Weathers was along that right baseline alongside Howard. Ball last touch, according to Sarah Williams, by Carly Weathers. Inbounds pass to the top of the key, Pierre. And to Patton, just left of center. Patton to Alexander on the left wing. Her pass to the top of the key, Pierre. Pierre against Austin. Long range jumper, a long 2, no good from the top of the key. No good, rebound deflected by Collins, right to Cody, and now to Carly Weathers over the timeline left. Weathers to Cody at the top of the key. Cody, a handoff to Scott, right wing, thought about a 3, instead attacks the paint, drives, left side layup, got it. Tamia Scott makes it a 10-point Alabama lead at 50-40. 5.5 minutes to go. Basketball back with McNeese. Washington, left wing, left side lane to Howard. Her jumper no good. Rebound snatched out of the air by Carly Weathers in the paint. Basketball to the Crimson Tide trying to build on a 10-point lead. Cody. And off to Austin. Austin feels the pressure, spins out of it, and in the midst of that spinning, her head coach called a timeout, Christy Curry. We will step aside as well. 5:07 still to go in this game. It's Alabama 50 and McNeese 40. Back with the rest of the fourth quarter next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomb Hours Victory Grill has introduced an all-new holiday menu to help you make your holidays legendary. This festive new menu is highlighted by 3 delicious holiday favorites, including Bomb Hours bringing back the popular and award-winning Hot Bama Brown. Bomb Hours version uses their almost fried turkey placed on barbecue bread with mushroom gravy, Blanco and Parmesan cheese, finished with applewood smoked bacon and fresh tomato, served with garlic mashed potatoes.
Hey college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Roll Tide. Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryant Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
.507 still to go in Tuscaloosa. Alabama 50 and McNeese 40 in women's basketball. After this ball game is over, stay with us for the Regions post-game show with head coach Christy Curry, the final stats, and more. Get your University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. Crimson Tide, a much different team coming out of the locker room. Look forward to talking with Coach Curry about what she addressed with the team in the first half. We mentioned take care of the basketball. Alabama still has committed 21 turnovers, but that's only 7 here in the second half compared to the 14 we saw in the first half. So this is a McNeese team that, again, is pretty deceiving since they brought 9 players from southeastern Louisiana, a team that won their league previously. Now they go to McNeese, and they're essentially a brand new team, but they've all played together before, something you don't often see too much in the transfer portal era. So they're going to make some noise coming up in the Southland coming up later on this season. McNeese, really tough shooting as well. 5 of 29 in the second half, 2 of 11 in the fourth quarter. It will be Crimson Tide basketball with 17 on the shot clock. Sideline out of bounds play from the left sideline, Carly Weathers to trigger the inbounds pass right in front of the Crimson Tide bench. Weathers slaps the basketball, looks, waits, bounce pass to Collins, top of the key. Collins driving right side layup up off the window, no good, and a blocking foul called against McNeese. Collins will go to the free throw line. Alabama in the bonus the rest of the way, and that is on Dakota Howard. That'll be her 5th foul. Fouls out with 5:04 to go here in Tuscaloosa. Coming in to take her spot will be Callie Chamberlain. Also Lexi Alexander checking in for McNeese, as Malaysia Washington will head out at the same time as Howard, who fouls out of this game. 2 shots coming up for Diana Collins. 3 points today. Give her 4. 51-40. Alabama has matched its largest lead with 11 points in this game. One more coming up. Off the back iron, no good. Then finally kicks out. Thought maybe it would have a couple bounces then roll in, but McNeese grabs the rebound. Pierre bounce pass to Sibley, right block. Gets past her defender, Carly Weathers, and a right side layup good. 51-42, Alabama's lead trimmed to 9 points with 4:49 remaining in this contest. Austin over the timeline to Carly Weathers. Weathers at the top of the key, spinning around, finds Austin from the right side, drives it on the right baseline, double team, throws it up, no good. Rebound tapped out of play by McNeese. It'll still be Crimson Tide ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 4:32 left to go in this game. It is Alabama 51 and McNeese 42. From the left baseline, trying to trigger the inbounds pass, Ace Austin, but a foul called before the ball was ever thrown in on McNeese, and that'll go against Lexi Alexander. That'll be her 5th foul. She fouls out with 4:32 remaining. Monique Joseph will come back in, as now 2 starters have fouled out for McNeese. Dakota Howard as well as Lexi Alexander. Howard had 9 points. Alexander 4 points, 3 rebounds. Cody at the line, first free throw. Kicks out, no good. Second free throw. Got it. 10-point Alabama lead again, 52-42. McNeese with the basketball. Now McNeese, Sibley's pass is tipped by Cody, nearly went in the basket. Ricochets all the way top of the key, collected by Chamberlain. 10 on the shot clock for the Cowgirls to work with, trailing Alabama by 10. McNeese into the right corner, Chamberlain, a 3-pointer up, back iron no good. Rebound by Carly Weathers, basketball to Alabama. Weathers over the timeline. Swings it to Cody, top of the key. Then a reach-in foul by Joseph, trying to go for a steal. Monique Joseph called for her second foul, and that will send Alabama back to the free throw line. A lot of fouls early in this quarter. Alabama's been in the bonus since the 7:23 mark of this fourth quarter. Another opportunity for Essence Cody, 5 of 8 at the line today. 1 rebound shy of a double-double, 18 points, 9 rebounds for Cody. First one on the way, give it to her. 53-42. Next one up, and in. 54-42, largest lead of the game, 12 points for the Crimson Tide. Basketball back with McNeese. Pierre all the way to the left corner. Open for a moment, it was Patton. Now she hands off to Sibley. Her shot blocked away by Cody. Taken away by Ace Austin. 5 blocks, Essence Cody in this game. 3:37 and counting left to go. Alabama with a 12-point lead and the ball. Top of the key. Here's Scott with a long three. Off the mark. Cody the rebound. Cody the score. Double-double Essence Cody. Now she's got 22 points, 10 rebounds, and she'll go to the free throw line for a chance at one more. 56-42 Crimson Tide with 3:30 still to go. And Essence Cody having quite a game for the Crimson Tide. Again, doing a little bit of everything. 22 points, 10 rebounds. Actually, that's 6 blocks she is now credited with in this game. Puts it up, puts it in. 57-42 Crimson Tide. Essence Cody, preseason All-SEC second team selection. Coach Curry has talked about she's earned some accolades. She's been the young one on the team the last few years. Now it's go time for Essence Cody as she starts her junior season, especially with what Alabama lost. 5 players leaving last year's team, going on to professional basketball. Got to have a leader. Here's Sibley with a little floater in the paint that's good for McNeese. 57-44. 13-point Alabama lead. Crimson Tide ball with just over 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Ace Austin feeling the pressure, dribbles over the timeline. Now it's Austin. Right wing to Weathers, top of the key. Her three is on the way. Her three is good. Carly Weathers knocks down her 4th three-pointer in this game. 60-44. Alabama leads McNeese with 2:42 to go. This is more like it for Alabama basketball in this second half. Defense, offense, seeing it all right now. Sibley picks up her feet, traveled just over the free throw line. Alabama's outscored McNeese 15-8 here in the fourth quarter. Game where Alabama trailed by 4 at halftime. Really good adjustments ever since then for the Crimson Tide. Alabama a little bit healthier, still no Wyatta Jennings style to transfer from Baylor. Not available for this game, but Eris Lester, and then the young lady with the basketball in her hands right now, Ace Austin, back and healthy for this game. Austin's had 6 points in her Crimson Tide debut. Collins in the right corner. Collins flashes back to Austin, right front court. 10 on the shot clock, Ace Austin dribbling in mid-floor, now passes to Alancia Ramsey. Ramsey feeling the pressure from Sibley. 4 on the shot clock, Ramsey right side of the lane, throws up a shot, banks it in. Alancia Ramsey with a second to spare makes it 62-44 Alabama. Final 2 minutes of this game, basketball with the Cowgirls. Alabama's made its last 3 shots on the floor, 5 of the last 7. Good for the Crimson Tide. Sibley, turnaround jumper from the right elbow, no good. Cody the rebound in the Crimson paint, basketball back to Alabama. Cody now 23 points and 11 rebounds in addition to 6 blocks in this game. Impressive from Essence Cody. Ace Austin, bounce pass to Ramsey. Inside the key, then her pass stolen away by Joseph. Tried to connect with Cody, but then a quick steal by Collins. Finding Weathers, right side 3. Off the iron, and the rebound collected by Barry, left block. Basketball with McNeese. Minute 15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Cowgirls with the basketball, Barry. Barry at the top of the key. Has her pass stripped and stolen away, Carly Weathers. Weathers leads the fast break, finds Collins, left side layup. Got it! What a pass by Carly after the steal. Collins scores, 20-point Alabama lead. Timeout with 58 seconds to go. 64-44 Crimson Tide. 7-0 Alabama run. And a timeout taken again with 58 seconds remaining. Coming up, we will have our post-game coverage with the region's post-game show, including an interview over the phone with head coach Christy Curry. So we look forward to catching up with Coach Curry following this final 58 seconds. Essence Cody, career highs and not only points with 23, but those 6 blocks, also a career high for Essence. Great to see that for the Crimson Tide in this game. Game where you knew Alabama would have the height advantage. Tallest starter on the floor only stood at 6 feet tall, and Lexi Alexander. Cody has used her height and her strength to her advantage. About to resume play. Crimson Tide with 58 seconds remaining. Trying to put on the finishing touches of win number 2 of the year and improve to perfect 2-0 before the Alcorn State Lady Braves will be coming in here on Monday night. 6 p.m. tip-off at Coleman Coliseum. Tickets available, rolltide.com. Barry to Sibley for McNeese, throws it up in the paint, no good. Ace Austin flies in for her 3rd rebound of the night. Basketball to the Crimson Tide. Ace over the timeline right. 30 seconds left to go, about an 8-second difference in between the game clock and the shot clock. Austin. Hands off to Eris Lester on the left side, 8 on the shot clock. Lester finds Ramsey. Ramsey back to the top of the key. It's Austin. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Putting up a 3. No good. Rebound. Naomi Jones gets tangled up with her defender, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors McNeese. Cowgirls will have it with 9 seconds left to go in this game. Trailing by 20. McNeese led 29-25 at halftime, but only 15 points for the Cowgirls in the second half. Inbounds pass thrown into Avari Berry, dribbling out the final moments of this game. Tough first half in terms of turnovers and missed shots for the Crimson Tide, but Alabama bounced back after that with a dominant second half. Tonight's final score at Coleman Coliseum, it's Alabama 64 and McNeese 44. Good to hear Rammer Jammer once again inside Coleman Coliseum as Alabama's off to a 2-0 start. Next up will be Alcorn State coming up on Monday night at 6 p.m. Again, our final, Alabama 64, McNeese 44. We'll step aside and be back with the region's postgame show next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through December 1st, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $4278 due at signing. No security deposit. With select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Bama fans, why wait to start your college journey? With the University of Alabama Early College, high school students can earn college credit from UA now, online or on campus. Students are eligible after completing the 9th grade with a 3.0 GPA or higher. Thousands of students across Alabama and the United States are already part of the Crimson Tide tradition. So don't just cheer for the Tide, join it. UA Early College. Legends start here. Visit earlycollege.ua.edu to learn more. Roll Tide.
Looking to make a statement? Fast Signs of Tuscaloosa is more than fast and more than signs. With our incredible range of signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com. A proud partner of Alabama Athletics. Let's create something amazing together.
Five remaining in the second quarter. Here's Collins, right corner 3. 27-25. Crimson Tide make it a 2-point game thanks to the 3-pointer by Diana Collins. Back inside Coleman Coliseum, Alabama starting the season 2-0, and tonight picking up win number 2 with a 20-point victory, 64-44, the final score. Roger Hoover, glad to welcome you to the Regions postgame show. We're now joined over the phone by the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Christy Curry, presented by Ford. Coach, thank you for joining us. Roll Tide, what did you like most about the effort we saw in win number 2 for your basketball team?
Yeah, it's a 40-minute game, and I thought our kids really stuck together. We obviously didn't take very good care of the basketball, and anytime you have 22 turnovers, it's hard to create some separation. But fortunately, down the stretch, I thought our kids really stuck together. It was a gritty win against a team that I think will win their league. So really, really great toughness and grit and togetherness and chemistry by our group down the stretch to get some big stops defensively. Anytime you can hold somebody to 15 points in a half, it says a lot about your hustle.
Certainly does. And Essence Cody, 23 points, 11 rebounds, also 6 blocks in this ball game. You knew she would have a height advantage coming into this game, but what can you tell us about the athleticism she played with? Also, once again, hit a three-pointer for you. You have to love seeing that.
Yeah, just her versatility. I thought we missed her some in the first half. We've got to do a better job of, making better decisions. But, it's not all about Essence. But I thought we did a really good job of sharing the basketball and, found her in openings. I thought she was really active. She really worked and reworked. I thought they had their hands all over. I thought she did a really nice job of getting to the free throw line. And anytime we can get her to the free throw line, 8 for 11, I think that's a pretty good percentage, too. So she had a double-double, but also the double-digit attempts at the free throw line. Really proud of her aggressiveness tonight.
Absolutely. And then one player we've been hearing about for a few years, fans have enjoyed keeping up with Spring Garden's ace, Austin. Now we get to see her healthy and playing for the first time tonight. 6 points, 4 assists. What did you like most about her debut here at Coleman?
Yeah, I just thought we were in our flow with her. She did a really nice job of handling the pressure, making good decisions. Maybe the line doesn't jump out at you, but sometimes there's just something to be said for always being where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing from a spacing standpoint. 4 assists, 1 turnover. I thought she really had command. I thought her and Diane on the floor together helped us. I'm really excited to have her back and healthy. It gives us an opportunity with her and Eris both. I thought Eris, we were going to limit her minutes-wise and not overdo it, and I thought we did a really good job of getting her some game-like, some intense minutes, too. So both of them being back really helps our team.
Certainly does. So the Crimson Tide get the win, improved to 2-0 on the year. And now next up will be Alcorn State coming up on Monday. What do you want to see between now and then from your basketball team, especially in practice, as you get ready for the third game of the year?
Yeah, just continued improvement. We're just focused on getting 1% better, and continuing to stay together, continuing to get healthier. Just all the little things that go into it. We've got a great opportunity against an Alcorn team that has a really double-digit tandem. Cheatham, those guys are really good, so it'll be a good opportunity for us to continue to improve and get better and defend our home court.
Coach, we look forward to it. Thank you for your time. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
That's the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Christy Curry, always presented by Ford. Great things are possible when you have the power, the performance, and, of course, the smart features of a Ford F-150. Proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer. Before we get a break, why don't we pause 10 seconds for station ID? This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. We'll be back with one final segment of the region's postgame show coming up in a moment. Once again, the final score at Coleman Coliseum in women's basketball, Alabama 64, McNeese 44. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.